Well, people, we've been going through it. We're going through all different kind of business investments, how to plan for the future. Guys, it is time that we scale. And what do you need when you're scaling up your business? You need staff. But we all know in these times, the dollar ain't stretching like it's supposed to stretch. But I'm excited. I'm excited for these guests that we have on today because they have found an innovative way to get you guys the support that you need, the sales support that you need, the customer service support that you need at a cost that you could definitely afford. Stay tuned today as we dive in with WiNNCK today on the Empower Hour.
I think this is me.
Welcome to the Empower Hour. We're bringing power to the people because the people have the power. This squad's going to entertain, enlighten, and empower y'all. I'm Queen Kaya, joined by Pharaoh Hammond Freeman and Gina the Great. But before we do anything else, like always, we're going to bless this show and our kings and queens listening.
Blessed melanated rising, my people. I hope you guys are having an exceptional day today. I am excited for today. I'm grateful to life. I'm grateful to God, our creator, and I'm grateful to our ancestors for creating another opportunity for us to be able to get together today. And I just asked that today's show, what do we want today's show to be? We want today's show to be entertaining. We want it to be enlightening.
Yes.
We want it to be uplifting. We want it to be fun. And as usual, more than ever, we want it to be empowering for each and every one of our listeners, those who are hearing us, those who are vibing with us, those who can't even hear us right now, but they have us in mind. We're sending that spirit of love, light, unity, strength, peace, great wealth, health, and happiness to each and every one of y'all. Hotep, amen, and ashe. Hey, boo-boo! So now, guys, stay tuned. We have an awesome show for you guys today. Like we had mentioned, we have the brother Nate and Sister Chantel from WiNNCK who are going to be joining us for Parlay with the People.
Parlay with the people. Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people. Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people, y'all.
We are back. So like I had mentioned at the top of the show, guys, this show today, and normally our shows is for everybody, but today in particular, we're talking to our entrepreneurs, we're talking to our business owners, we're talking to people who want to scale and who want to do something exceptional with their companies. Because, guys, manpower is probably one of the most expensive things that you have to pay for when running your company. We are blessed today to have brother Nate and Sister Chantel from WiNNCK virtual assistants with us today. Grand rising, brothers and sister. What is up and how are you guys doing?
Grand rising. Yes, we're super excited to be on the show. We're avid listeners and yeah, supporters of the show. So thank you for having us on.
Hour, here we go. It may not be a full hour, but the impact you're gonna get is gonna feel like about an hour. Let me tell you that.
Talk about it.
Let's do it.
So that is the energy. So guys, first, before we dive into the business, like our listeners know, like I like to do, I like to pry a little bit into your personal lives. I like for the listeners to get an idea of like who are you guys? Who is Nate and Chantel? So the floor is yours. If you guys want to take a moment just to introduce yourselves to the people.
Nice. Yeah, so Nathan and Chantal, we are a married couple. We are Canadians. However, we are currently living in Ghana, West Africa. We have two lovely children, 13-year-old and an 11-year-old, a girl and a boy. And yeah, we're a happy family. That's Nate.
Yeah, loving life. Absolutely. Definitely grateful on a daily basis for the decisions we made in the past and where we are today. And we're so looking forward to where it comes. Just to let you know, Chantal and I, we've been married over 10 years.
Congrats.
We've been together probably about 15 years, something of that nature, went to school together. I feel like I'm awesome, but Chantal, she's she was my math tutor. Okay. So she helped me make sure I passed class as a football player. And I was able to graduate, with doing wonderful grades, these types of things. We ended up getting into business together. She worked as an engineer. I fell into finance and the distribution of financial services by training individuals. We ended up opening up a couple of offices offices across Canada, saw opportunity being an entrepreneur. Then we had a vision that we wanted to make changes and be the change we wish to see. So we decided to venture across the globe to our family's home country, Ghana, where there's opportunity, where we can pretty much provide more work and opportunity at the same time how businesses across the globe scale at a cost-effective rate. So, we talk about win-win, talk about living our best life, talking about being grateful. We're living in that state as we speak. It's just exciting.
Yo, that is huge. And I commend you guys. I applaud you guys. Where's my claps? I keep saying I gotta get download the sound clap. But anyway, yo, guys, because honestly, I want to say the sacrifice you guys made almost, because it's like to be able to pick up your entire family and move across the globe with the visions of being able to empower others. Is the word selfless? Like it's such a noble act. It's such a but I thank you guys for it, because I could tell you firsthand, the OFC is super blessed by what you guys have done, because the fact that we work very closely together, and your exceptional team has been servicing the needs of our community. And actually, you know what? This is a perfect segue. Let's actually talk about the business itself. So now, so you're out there, you're in Ghana. So now that whole experience. So what was it like setting up the business, and what is the actual business? Let's dive in.
Yeah, so setting up the business was a task in itself. I mean, it took us some time to really, first of all, we came into the country and we had to navigate the landscape of the country, right? And it's very different in terms of business in Ghana and business in Canada, right? Setting up business in Canada, I mean, you could do it online. You don't even need to be there, right? Where here you definitely need to have a presence. So just learning the different type of businesses, whether it's like self-employed or doing an enterprise, and knowing the ramifications that come with that, and then knowing that you have to go to the different ministries and sit down with different groups, and the paperwork that needs to be involved, and you know how it is. Like you go with, you say, okay, today I'm gonna do this, right?
Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily happen. Today you learn about how to do that, and then tomorrow you actually do submit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because you have to. Yes, it's
the
a
North
lot.
American processes of just click submit on to the next is not necessarily the same processes when they hit overseas.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at
all right. So I was in Trinidad for a bit. So I do, and I'm not sure if it's the same, but I think it's comparable, because I definitely, there's sometimes it's a 2-3 visits to the same office just to accomplish the objective. All right.
Yes. And if it rains, well then, you got to come back the next day, kind of thing, So it is what it is. You got to love our people.
I love it. Those are facts. Rain does impact your regular workday in the Caribbean or in the on the continent. Yes. Okay, cool. All right. So you guys set up. So now you set up the business. And how has that been? And what does it look like? How has been the growth? How has been the development?
So fortunately, like I said, because we have roots, that was one thing that we wanted to see, because like I said, we have 2 children. Our children live with us, here for the meantime, where we wanted to make sure that, of course, it was safe and we could, create an opportunity where revenue can still come in, where we can, live a life. So setting up the business, the foundation we had was, my grandfather had established some land. He had a small little office on this piece of land that Shanta and I said, you know what, let's start here, just to proof of concept. Let's keep the expenses low. Let's ensure that we can actually help our clients the way that we say we can. Now we've done it ourselves as assistants for our own businesses and businesses that we work with. But to say now we're going to run an organization where it's going to help thousands and thousands of companies. Eventually, it's a process. So we started off, like I said, in the family plot. We wanted to be close, get to know our family a little bit more, and then be able to grow something. So we grew the organization. We started with 1 client, then we started to add more. Started with 1 assistant, started to add more hands-on training. We wanted to make sure that we provided quality service for our clients, because we understand that there's a disparity not only geographically but culturally, right? And economically, right? So we wanted to make sure that we could bridge that that gap where the
Mhm.
assistants that work with us understood the expectations of, let's say, those in North America that run their business, maybe at a faster pace or at a higher expectation, so that we can make things smoother for the business owner to say, hey, you know what, I have someone that I trust that can help me win in business, and I can still, do what's necessary to grow and succeed.
Guys,
Yeah.
so in other words, you're providing the best of both worlds, because
Oh,
I can
wonderful.
tell you, like this is a dream of mine that you guys being able to help me fulfill, being able to support and empower our brothers and sisters on the continent while empowering and supporting our brothers and sisters right here within North America, and being able to be that bridge, because it is a culture shift. So it's not just a matter of just connecting with somebody in the continent and be like, hey, do some work for me. They need to understand the nuances, because like you say, slightly fast. We move mad fast out here, guys.
Yes.
Happening there. And
Yes.
so you definitely need somebody out there that understands the pace that we're moving at. All right. So like
Yes.
getting in 3 days, we're trying to get in 3 hours. And it's not like, yo, we're not trying to have all this back and forth. So, it is huge having you guys providing this best of both worlds for everybody. So explain to us now. So the business itself, so WiNNCK, how do we go about, like, in terms of
What is
offering
it?
virtual assistant services? Actually, no, before we talk about how we could become clients and different things like that, what are all the services and different things that you guys offer to the community?
Oh yeah, so we do a bunch of things, in the sense of we look at businesses from the front end, and we look at all of the different services that they provide and how we can really support them. We like to create systems, right? I worked as a systems engineer, mechanical engineer, aerospace. So designing systems is one of the things that I did, right? So looking at, the front end, whether it's how you're onboarding clients, right? So having an administrative assistant that will help you to do that, even sales, right? Customer service, even down to bookkeeping, right? Also social media support, right? Doing all of that. There's a wide range, even graphic design, web design. These are things that we touch on, and we have specialists within our office that will specialize in each one of these fields. And also we have general assistants that will then be able to understand each one of those fields and work with the specialists in order to master it for each client.
Just take a quick positive cause just to shout out our homegirls, Kemba and Andrea from Keen Real Estate Group. Whenever you're thinking real estate, whenever you're thinking investments, whenever you're thinking about planning for the long term, think Keen Real Estate Group. They're generating wealth for generations. KeenGroup.ca. If your goal is to purchase a car and to make the process as simple as possible, just get a car broker, guys. You just get a car broker. Big shout out to our homeboy, Hamsdale Jacques, the owner of HJCourtierAuto.com. That's HJCourtierAuto.com. If you're a small to medium-sized business and you're getting started and you're ready to go to the next level, what do you need? You need a phone line and you need a website. Think Mainstream Digicom. They got all your telecommunication needs checked. MainstreamDigicom.com. You're trying to get out on the web. You're trying to understand how to navigate through ads. Check out Java Logics for all your marketing, your digital marketing. Where would we be without Preston? I don't even know. Check out Java Logics. I give thanks to Preston for what he's done for the OFC. The amount of positive reviews we've gotten from all his referrals, we're proud to stand behind his work. Check out javalogics.com. No, it's not just because he's my brother. It's because you can't talk hip-hop in Montreal without saying M-City Solo. Guys, check out his latest project, In My Fields, available on mcitysolo.com. If it's not one of the hardest new EPs to hit Montreal, come and let me know. You already know. It's your boy, Pharaoh, bigging up, mcitysolo.com. Keeping the culture alive. I gotta give thanks to WiNNCK Folk Performing Company. For the last 40 years plus, they've been promoting our culture through song, drum, and dance, educating youth, the children, the seniors. Just check them out, westcanfolk.com.
Girl, what are you cooking?
My curry chicken.
Ooh, you're burning it.
Gosh, it looks so...
It's okay, girl. You need the Curry House. They have the best Caribbean food in town. 2 locations in Montreal, West Island, and Côte-de-Neige. For more information, follow Caribbean Curry House, MTL. Don't forget to mention the Empower Hour for your 10% discount.
So, who placed in the order?
Me.
DeVito, WiNNCK, Burna Boy. Those are just some of the big names that's blessed Montreal thanks to Afrobeats Montreal. Definitely check out Afrobeats MTL for all concerts, show listings, everything that has to do with Afrobeats in the city. Check out Afrobeats MTL. One full circle. We are the Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network. What does that mean? We're here for each other. Whew. Guys, and I have to say, one thing that impressed me when we had just started, because I've worked with different virtual assistants. Like it wasn't my first rodeo. I've been just like looking for help and getting help here and there. But I have to say, working with you guys was the first time that we had set up a particular type of cadence in terms of how we're meeting. But I was impressed with the KPIs. With the what are our KPIs and what are and I was like, oh, you're bringing in KPIs, okay? Because you don't really know when you're doing with your virtual assistants, you never like you don't want to push it too far, you know. They're just like get it done. You're like, oh, okay, you guys come with the KPIs, okay. So we here, and I have to say, from then until now, it has been such an amazing journey. Like in terms of the services that you guys offer, in terms of the engagement, our members are loving it. It's like, anyways, I could say like we wouldn't be where we are right now if it wasn't for the support that we get from WiNNCK. So I thank you guys immensely for what you guys are doing, and like shamelessly say, like for what we are paying for our services with WiNNCK. I would how do I explain this? In North America, I would need to pay, I think, 4 or 5 times the amount that I'm paying you guys. Real talk, like I'm just, like, well, I won't go into all my business, but I'm just saying, like, you guys know what the cost is for a regular salaried employee. Okay, so just keep that in mind and understand that what we pay for the month is normally what we'd be paying a week here. Okay, and the service is exceptional. So
yes. Okay. Well, we give thanks. Yes. On that note, we let all of our clients know that we actually pay our assistants way above the required amount, even here, right? Mm-hmm. What we have at the advantage is the exchange rate. Right, the fact that the cities is a lot lower than the dollars, right? Mm-hmm. So we actually provide a great level, a great standard of payment for our assistants out here, and it's a great level for our clients too. So it really becomes a win-win. 100%.
I love that, and it's like, again, for our social causes and stuff like that. Just knowing like these are real people, knowing the impact that we're having on the lives of our brothers and sisters on the continent, like helping them raise their families, helping them to support what they're doing, put their children through school. Like this is real talk. So when shameless plug for the OFC. So guys, know when you're a part of the OFC and you're paying your membership contributions, not just so you're supporting here within North America, we're supporting our brothers and sisters on the continent. Guys,
please. And it's real. It's real. It's real. It's touching for me to see how when assistants join our company, 2 weeks later they get married. You know what I mean?
Nice. Like, yeah, because they feel stable.
literally, it's like this is what we were looking for. You know, we have assistants that come to us and tell us, because I'm working with you guys, and we have a very much a family atmosphere. Mm-hmm. They tell us now I can actually support my brothers and sisters in going to school. Nice. I can support my family. We have if an assistant is sick in the morning, like their mother would call us and tell us even the day before, right. my son is a little sick, but it's okay. He's gonna come in. You know what I mean? Or like literally, it's really a lovely thing. Cool. It's a very much a family atmosphere, and the fact that we're able to support them is a beautiful thing.
Guys, congrats. And I know, so we kind of jumped from how you guys started, but if you guys would just share quickly in terms of where you guys are at right now, and then let's plug what our next phase is and what we want to hear from the people.
Excellent. So basically right now we've just opened up a new location. We've moved from that original location because we kind of maxed out the space, right? Like I said, we wanted to proof of concept. We maxed out the space. We were able to get some good clientele because we want to create long-term employment for our assistants. Not like I hire you today, I fire you next week, or I fire you next month. So we understand that, sometimes businesses, depending on if someone's an entrepreneur, they're actually in business where they have a system where they can make money when they're not there. And that's key to understand. When we find these businesses that want to be able to create that system, we can plug an assistant to work that system for the entirety of their business. So as long as they keep on growing, then we can create that long-term employment. So we saw an opportunity in another area, Accra Newtown, they call it. It's a very central area, close central to transportation, so that assistants from all areas of Ghana can kind of get to our location. So we're at about 10 assistants now. We want to be able to grow to like 50 within the next several months. So now we've hired in-house management. We have a wonderful opportunity where we focus on leadership within the office, which means assistants that come on board to work their contracts, not only they gain their own skills, they build their own skills, but they build the ability to now manage others, which now allows them to grow in our organization.
Oh,
right?
amazing.
And by them growing in the organization gives them more responsibility, more invested interest. They can see themselves there for the long term, which is what people are kind of looking for. People want this comfort of this stability.
Yeah.
And business owners, especially in North America or across the globe, want stability in their business. So once
100%.
again, we create that bridge, that win-win. We can say, hey, the assistants get long-term work, the businesses get long-term support.
Yeah.
To help them grow. And eventually we grow from 1 to 5, 10, 50 assistants working for one company if we can. And so far it's been lovely. So our office is exciting, it's bright, it's exciting, like the assistants are great. Everything that they need is there. We provide all the tools necessary. All we have to do is show up and get to work and win. And our clients are happy.
Guys, I love it. And you hit it right on the head, because nothing's more annoying than having to train people over again. Like where you're like, yo, I spent so much time and resources getting that person to be good, and then for them to pick up and dip.
Yeah.
So that's really, so that's security. So then right now, so in terms of our call to action, in terms of what we want from the people, and again, all our entrepreneurs who are scratching their head trying to figure out, where do I go from here? How do I scale? How do I build capacity? Because it's something we just recently surveyed some members within the collective, and you'd be surprised. I think it's like the numbers are crazy. The amount of entrepreneurs or business owners who cannot walk away from the business and have it continue run without their direct involvement. And now, so the guys, like, it's as if we all created jobs for ourselves, which is not necessarily the dream, right? The idea is to build your business to the point where now it could run for itself, sustain yourself, sustain your family, and you now have your time where you can now invest that time in your family, invest that time in yourself, in your health, in whatever be the case. So now being able to connect with virtual assistants, you're one step closer to making your business more autonomous, and that's really what our goal is as a community. Our goal is to help you all live your best lives, is to help you guys to expand and to grow. So now is the time to be able to explore these kind of avenues. So now,
can I get two, please? Can I get two systems, please? One system for my household, one system for my business. I need someone to run both.
Yo, it's funny you say that. That was something I was going to take offline, because the way my VA, like how on point he is, I would like to transition to some of my home appointments. I'm trying to book a doctor's appointment. It's taking me forever, and I need to call my children's school today because one of my children are home. I really wish I really wish I could delegate doses, but we'll take that offline, because I know we talk business right now, but that personal assistant service is something that a lot of people could benefit from. So matter of fact, hey, an idea. We were talking to business owners at the beginning, but guys, we're all going through it. So
Yes.
if, as an individual, again, I don't know if right now we're talking something new and I'm throwing a whole new lane to you guys, a whole new idea, but shoot, there's people who need it as well, and shoot, it could really help out. So
Yes.
okay, so what is the call to action, and how do people connect with you guys?
Yeah, so the call to action is very simple. I mean, our website is WiNNCK, WiNNCK, and just come to our website, book an appointment with us. We're going to have a tailored meeting where we're going to really see what type of business you have, what business needs you require you have, and then really how can we support you? How can we help you go from where you are to where you want to be? right? How can we make a system and set that system in place where the VAs will then run and operate and do all of that for you, such that you can either have your time back, or you can even just focus on your personal skills. What are you good at, so that you can handle that, and then your assistant could do all of the rest, right? Because a lot of the times, I mean, as business owners, we're busy doing everything, right? And we may not be good at everything. And that in itself it's a hindrance. It slows us down, right? Or even if you are good at everything, you may not want to be doing everything, right?
Your
So
time is the most valuable thing. If you could free up
oh
your
my
time,
gosh.
inshallah. Get going.
Yes. So come to our website, WiNNCK.com, book an appointment with us, or even you can reach out to us by email, info@WiNNCK.com, info@WiNNCK.com.
Guys, I have to say, and if you guys, what I strongly recommend to all our listeners, anybody who's thinking about this, reach out just to have the conversation. It's free, and just to explore. Don't worry, even just you call me like, I was thinking about this. Is this something that you guys could potentially do? Is this like, just call because you'll be pleasantly surprised. And I have to say, even it might sound crazy, but I even have my assistant like dealing with my WhatsApp messages, guys, and just you might that might sound trivial, but guys, you like the amount of messages that come through these WhatsApps and stuff, like having somebody that could respond to those things. If you're on your social media, you're doing your work on Instagram or whatever the case, when people are engaging, when people are sending you messages, to have somebody else that could now just do that relève for you, that could do that response for you, that could bring that person from, hey, nice post, to, hey, let's book an appointment, to, hey, let's discuss the business, and hey, become my client. Being able to have that additional support, that extra arms and legs, that extra mouthpiece is a huge value. So please, now is the time where we need to diversify. We need to think outside the box. So I strongly recommend that everybody who is considering it, reach out to our brothers and sisters, Nate, who are doing the do. So now,
absolutely, you're gonna learn, or you're gonna win. And I think they're both wins, but sometimes it's like, well, I didn't get exactly what I want. No, you're gonna learn something then.
that's it.
Or you're gonna win. So put yourself in the best position to be able to succeed, right? That's what it is. Let's schedule your success, right? info@winck.com, www.winck.com, right? Go ahead and go take a look, and we can sit down and conversate.
So guys, so now as we get it, and our listeners know, I like to end our interviews with some empowering words. I like to inspire, and you guys know this is the Empower Hour. So do you guys have any empowering words that you'd like to leave with our listeners for today?
Absolutely. We are fortunate that we have the ability to decide what our life is going to be, but we have to actually make that decision. And I'm a man of many words. I like to talk, but one thing that I always talk about is closed mouths don't get fed. So if you want something, you got to open your mouth. If you're hungry, you got to open your mouth to chew, right? I suggest you all open up your hand and realize that your business, your life, what you're looking for is in the palm of your hand. The only way that you're going to be able to take control and achieve what you want is to close your hand. Take ownership of what's yours and put yourself in the best position possible to be able to succeed. That's why we're here. We're here as your trusted partner. We're here as someone you can speak to be able to succeed and reach your goals. But close your fists, and open up your eyes to success, because that's exactly what we're here for. And we appreciate you, Pharaoh, and everything that you're doing with the OFC. We are grateful that we have a chance to support your organization and continue to have it grow. And life is what we make it. I suggest we make it great.
Woo!
Yes.
Now, you ever think about being a pastor? You ever that energy?
Energy. I speak the word of the universe. Yes,
you know what I mean? Okay, you are speaking the word, and I appreciate that again. And again, from the bottom of my heart, I definitely appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for what you're doing. And again, like I said at the beginning, I know it's not easy, that transition, leaving. Like, we have a very tight family nucleus here on this side.
Yes, we do.
And to pull out, and to be able to create that bridge for us, to create the opportunity, to create that way for us, and to create a space for us to go to in Ghana when we want to dip. Thank you. You know what I mean? So I thank you guys for that. Again, sending us all kind of blessings, guys. This has been another awesome parlay with the people. We are on here with Nate and Chantel from WiNNCK. Other quick announcements. So guys, I alluded to it a little bit while we're doing our trivia. we are inviting you guys back. Remember, you guys used to join us on Zoom when we were doing our pre-recordings. You guys would jump in and be a part of our live studio audience. Well, we are bringing it back tonight. So as you guys hear this, tonight, 7 p.m., you'll be able to join us on Zoom, and you'll be able to be a part of our live studio audience. We're going to have prizes and giveaways for you guys. You'll be able to participate. You'll be able to chime in. You'll be able to ask questions. But we love just having you guys as a part of the show. This is something we're bringing back. We'll be doing on the last Thursday of every month, 7 p.m. We are looking forward to having you guys join us live in our Zoom studio audience as a part of our Zoom studio audience. And so aside from that, I just want to remind you guys that the OFC is here at your service. Please think of us first for all your community and your business needs. It's our pleasure to serve. If you're not sure if you need the OFC, contact us anyways, and we'll see if we are a fit for you, if we need to introduce you to another community group. And that is it for me. Peace and blessings, everybody.
I just want to shout out, the guardians, both angels and spiritual guides that have my back. They've been good to me. I still have a job, and I appreciate that. I know a lot of people are going through a lot of layoffs in a lot of different industries. I'm very grateful for what I have and the protection I have, thanks to our guardian angels and spirit guides. And always, no matter where I've left in my previous jobs, I've always gone somewhere better. In some instances, it was better before it got worse, but I'm in this continuous betterness, and I always know that there's something better to come. So I just wanted to do a little shout out there, just a shout out for being grateful.
And everything, give thanks.
Kings and queens, this was the Empower Hour with Pharaoh Freeman, Queen Kaya, and Gina the Great. We are on live every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. and broadcasting Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. on CKUT 90.3 FM. Hopefully you got your dose of entertainment, enlightenment, and empowerment. Subscribe and watch us on empowermtl.com and email us at empowermtl@gmail.com to anonymously be featured on our What's the Tea Mail segment. Stay blessed, black, and highly favored.